Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to the Spirituality Hour with Deity Free D. Yes, today the temperatures skyrocketed to 97 degrees in Seattle, or at least that's what my phone said. Who knows, really, but it's definitely in the 90s and it is gorgeous. I had a spiritual moment tonight when I got home. First of all, tomorrow's my last day at Molina Healthcare. My contract has ended after 3 months. They aren't going to extend it. So as of next week, I will be among the sadly unemployed. But right now, I'm sitting on my deck. I just spent a half hour on my deck. I brought Rocky out, my big red iguana. And she's not been feeling very well. I thought the sunshine might cheer her up. So I had her laying across my chest. Actually, she was down on my legs for a while, and I was scritching her. And then she kind of came up and first she was laying here, and she had her mouth basically touching my lips. And then she kind of moved to the side, and she pressed her cheek against my jaw right here, and just kind of relaxed. And we looked at each other. She is almost like eye to eye, and just sat like that for the longest time. She was kind of leaning her weight against me like she was enjoying my warmth, you know. But I think she was also enjoying the moment. And I was just sitting here. You know, I didn't want to move because she was in this position. So I was just becoming really aware of the little things, like the smell of the springtime. I mean, my lilac tree in the front of my condo is blooming purple. I said perfect. Purple blossoms, and the scent is just amazing. There's only like 1 week where the lilacs are there, and oh my goodness, the smell is so wonderful. So I have this warm temperature with this cool breeze and the lilacs, and I just feel so good. I'm like, you know, just aware of this feeling of relaxation. And you know, Christians like to say that atheists aren't spiritual, and I'm thinking, you know, it's not true. Just sitting out on your deck or out in the backyard all by yourself, just relaxing and feeling like, you know, feeling the world, watching the clouds slide by above your head, and just feeling the world, feeling a part of the world. It's just, there's no feeling like it, I don't think. I think to me that there's nothing that religion can come, there's nothing in religion that comes close to that kind of feeling. So I have to look at my camera. We're coming up on 3 minutes, so I have to make a spiritual experience. Is just what I had, you know, or having a hot bath after you've worked really hard all day, or crashing on your sofa after work, you know, but more than anything else, while being with animals, being with family, but more than anything else, in my opinion, is just a little time by yourself, out in nature. Just, yeah, I know it's my deck, it's not really out in nature, but I hear my birds, and I hear the kids downstairs laughing. Well, I did, they're gone now. And having this animal, this lizard, you know, probably the first time since I've ever had Rocky has she expressed affection like that with me. And it was the most awesome moment. I did not want it to end. I was like, I could sit here all night with this lizard, pressing her face against my face. You know, it was awesome. She was clearly enjoying the moment, and so was I. And now it's just, I put her away, but I'm back out here, and I'm like, wow, you know, this is spirituality. This is being spiritual. And best times in my life, I think, have been when I've been out in the woods, or, you know, just by myself in nature, and just smelling the smells and hearing the sounds and feeling for just a little while like nothing else exists. Just the world, me and the world, you know. When I think about being dead and being buried in the ground, and whatever, going back to being dirt, it doesn't bother me. It fills me with peace. You know, when I was a little kid, I used to lay on the ground. I'd have all this stress, and I would lay on the ground, and the coolness of the ground would seep into my muscles, and I would feel almost like I was merging with the planet, with the ground. It's like it was becoming a part of me, laying there on the ground, on the grass. And I would stroke the grass with my hands, and I would feel like I was part of the planet. You know, those are probably the most spiritual moments in my life. So much more so than any time I spent as a Christian praying or singing to God. You know, being one with the planet. That's what I think about when I think about death. It's just being one with the planet, you know. So I just thought I'd put a few thoughts out there about, you know, when you become an atheist, you do not lose your spirituality at all. Spirituality is not about believing in God or a higher power. It's about feeling your place in the world, in nature, feeling a part of the big dance, you know, that's the cosmos, the whole thing. It's just this big, magnificent thing, and you're a part of it. To me, that's what defines spirituality, you know. So, anyway, okay. When people get on my case about the fact that I enjoy my time alone, and I enjoy being with my animals, and, you know, just learning to like myself, to be my own best friend. You know, people get on my case about that, this is, somehow that's dysfunctional. It's not. It's not. It's the most awesome thing. I think it's a part of becoming a mature human being, is learning to enjoy your own company and the sound of your own voice and the sound of your own thoughts, and being okay with yourself and starting to really like yourself. I think that's what growing up and finally becoming comfortable in your own skin is all about. When you stop caring about what other people think and how many people like you and what they think about you, you know, which I think I said already. You know what's funny is when I go back and listen to my videos, I find when I misword something, it's like, oh shit. This morning's video, I said something about God, believing in God. I'm like, you know, whatever. I don't read off a script. I just say what comes to my mind. So anyway, I want my friends to be happy for me because I am happy, and they should be happy for me and be supportive of the things that make me happy. I don't need people in my life to be happy. People are great to know, you know, and they enhance being alive, having friends. But I don't need friends anymore. I don't need like I used to. You know, it's a huge thing for me to not be needy anymore. I was so needy. I used to be the kind of person that would chase after other people. Oh, please be my friend. Please like me. Please accept me. It's embarrassing now. You know, I'm like, oh my gosh, I see how I came across to them, and I was like, I'm just glad that I'm not that person anymore. I'm just glad that I don't feel the need to be those things, or I don't have those needs anymore that I used to have. And I think it was part of that kept me being a Christian too, that whole needing to feel like somebody loves me and somebody cares and somebody's, you know, that I'm not alone, all these fears about being alone. I don't have that anymore. You know, I just like my life. I don't like being dirt poor. I don't like being unemployed. Really don't. But otherwise, I like my life. I really do. So anyway, it's getting kind of long. So I want my friends to be happy with me, and, you know, don't criticize me or sit in judgment of me, because everybody has different needs and different things that they prioritize in their life, and there's not one priority that's better than somebody else's priority. Everybody has, you know, we all have our different things that we appreciate about being alive, you know, and they're all wonderful. They're all equally as important. So anyway, My big thing right now is just getting through every day and looking at the small things that make me happy and being glad for what I have and trying not to be depressed about the things that I don't have. Because really that's what was getting me down. All the things that I can't change about my life, or all the things that, what a waste. Life is too short. Sitting on a bench with a lizard on your chest and listening to children laughing and smelling the lilacs, that's what it's about. Little things. Cats that can't get along. So anyway, I just felt like putting together a spiritual video. I just feel very blessed today, and I hate to use the word blessed because that conjures up God thoughts. Blessed just by my life, blessed to be alive, lucky, fortunate, glad, appreciative, all the good things. No God required. So anyway, I gotta end this now.